Good morning, beautiful people. Marie Alessi here with a beautiful topic I love talking about, and that is vibrations. People say that your energy, your vibration introduces you before you even enter a room, and I truly believe in that. I have witnessed it so many times, and I'm absolutely certain that you have too. Have you ever been in a room full of people? And you might have to think back hard because a lot of us haven't been in a room full of people for a really, really long time due to lockdown situations. However, when you think back, being at a party where you meet so many people for the first time, and then all of a sudden, somebody walks past you and you get the shivers. There are people in the room, or sometimes you meet people even on the street, they just walk past you, and you can't stand being in their presence. There's something around them, and I would say around the aura, but I don't want to go too humza mystical here for you guys. But it's just something in their energy field, something in their way they present themselves, they talk, they walk, they hold themselves, a facial expression, or all of the above that might give you the shivers and might make you feel really uncomfortable and not wanting to be around that person. And other times it's the complete opposite. Those beautiful romantic scenes that we all know from the movies where two strangers meet for the first time and look at each other like from a distance, and all of a sudden they have this ignition. Something happens between the two of them, and it's not only ever just the beginning of intimate relationships. It can also happen with friendships, that you just click with a person and all of a sudden you feel you have known each other forever. I was lucky enough to have two friends in my life um, that it literally happened like that. Within weeks, I felt like I have known them my whole life. There was this soul connection, a really deep connection that I felt with this person. And it turned into an instant, really, really deep friendship with a lot of trust. So, this is what I'm talking about here when it comes to vibration, that feeling of connection, that feeling of being home. And I want that for you to have that in your own body, that you feel that you belong in your own body, that you feel that you're comfortable with your own vibration. When you walk around, you carry that vibration with you. When you have a bad day, and those of you who have got children, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes your child enters a room and you know exactly what mood they're in. It's that feeling that you get, that vibration they have. And it might be super obvious. My little one, I always call him my little Irish dancer when he rocks up and he's in a really good mood and he does these Irish dancing moves. And other times, it's just one look and they had a really bad moment or bad day or didn't sleep well and woke up, on the wrong side of the bed. And these are all the things that we're talking about when it comes to vibration. In nowadays society, the global pandemic that we all live in, it has become of utmost importance to keep your vibration positive, because everything that we hear from outside, everything that we feel from outside is having a major impact on our vibration. So it is important to think about what you allow in. What is it that you feed yourself with day in, day out? And I literally mean feed yourself with. I'm talking about the food, I'm talking about the news that you watch, I'm talking about your news feed on Facebook. What are the things that you scroll past? I'm actually going to just switch that on so I can see comments, etc. So, what is it that you scroll past, and what is it that you actually stop for and allow in? I want you to just sit and observe for one day. It's one of my favorite tools. Just sit and observe. And hey, Heather, and really make notes of, make a mental note of what you are allowing in, because what you allow in affects your vibration. That's how simple it is. What you allow in terms of people that's around you affects your vibration. If you're in an unhealthy relationship, no matter how much you think or feel that you love that person, sometimes it is better for both of you if you let go. There are so many things that you need to watch out for. How does the other person affect your mood, affect your vibration? How do you handle being in that vibration? Do you learn from it? Do you grow from it? That's fantastic. When we grow, we're on the right path, but sometimes it's not for us to continue that path. So, um, I love when I get little messages from you during my lives. They really make me happy. So, in a nutshell, where we are right now with the vibrations that we allow into our lives. I am not going to make a stand or making comment here in this group because this is not the right place and time for it about vaccinations. But the one thing that I want to say, because it has become such a huge topic globally, is that I feel the vaccination has become a huge divider. Those who get it, those who don't get it. There's nobody anymore listening into the reasoning why you do or don't get it in your life. People just have their one formed opinion, and it's become this massive divider of you're good or bad, or you're pro or anti. Us, and us is being the decision that you have made. It's not pro or anti vax, it's pro or anti what I have decided, and either you're with me or not. And I don't like that. You can see that development around the world. And I find it very sad that we have come to a place where we judge people by being vaccinated or not. This is a really, really sad restriction that we put upon ourselves. Yet, with the news feed, with the news that we allowing to feed our mind, feed our vibration, this is what it's coming to. So that is why I'm saying be mindful of what you allow in, what information you allow in, and how you judge others over the decision they make. You need to understand that everybody's in a very unique situation, and for some it's a perfect thing to do, and for others it's not. It's not a global decision that works for everyone in the same situation. So please be mindful of that. Um, there are also a couple of things, like I saw a really beautiful meme just this morning where I thought this is so perfect for the topic I'm talking about today, where it says, fix your vibration and everything else will fall into place. And I truly believe in that. When we work on our vibration on a daily basis, by the food we allow to enter our body, by the people that we allow to enter our aura, our field of energy, our house, our homes, despite restriction, this also happens in a virtual space. When you allow people in, you need to be mindful of what you take on board and what not. Be sure that you learn how to set boundaries. Be sure that you learn to sit within your own energy and feel where you are right now. One of my absolute favorite go-to options is to spend time in nature. Spending time in nature really cleanses your energy. It strengthens your energy. It feeds your energy in such a beautiful way. Go hug a tree if you want to. I'm an official tree hugger. I don't mind at all. Particularly now that we can't hug people, hug a tree. But it's not just about. I don't want to make this into a ridiculous thing. This is really something that you can do on a daily basis. Walk outside, take off your shoes, and stand on Mother Earth barefoot for a little bit. You can feel the energy, you can feel the vibration changing within you if you do that on a daily basis. Make sure you get enough sunshine, enough vitamin D. People are so locked away at the moment, and people in lockdown not being allowed out, or not, having all these restrictions around us, let's put it that way, don't get enough sunshine anymore. Even if you just like, I love sitting on my balcony in the hammock and enjoying the sunshine. Sometimes I do lives up there, I work from there, or I just take a break, sit there with my cup of tea, cheers, and allow yourself exactly that. Just have a break, just be in the moment, just feel, check in with your energy field, check in what you are putting out there. And I have noticed quite a lot, in particular now that we're getting into, I don't even know how many weeks of lockdown we're up to now, that days feel like Groundhog Day. Like the other day, I was convinced that it was Tuesday and it was already Wednesday, or the other way around. I can't even remember anymore. I literally have to check my phone sometimes for what day it is. So, in those days where everything becomes a Groundhog Day, where we feel we're doing the same thing day in and day out, Be even more so mindful of your vibration. What is it that you need? Take a moment to just sit, take a deep breath in. Do it with me now. Take a deep breath in and close your eyes. And ask yourself, what do I need? What do you need? When we ask ourselves simple questions, the answers that come to us are super simple. And that's all I want you to do. Be mindful of your needs and make sure you find a way to meet those needs because you are your own best friend. We can't always rely on other people to do for us what we need, to give us what we need. We need to learn to do that ourselves because once we learn that, we will change our vibration. We walk out there like a magnet for positivity, for love, for hope, for happiness, for joy, for all of those things that people come into our group to find here. So I will help you to find it within yourself so you don't have to rely on other people to constantly feed you with that because I am very aware of my vibration. I'm very aware when my vibration is lower than usual, and I'm also well aware of what I need to do to lift my vibration again. One of the things I do is wearing colors. This scarf you will see a lot on me because it instantly lifts my vibration, not just my facial expression, not just my overall appearance, but it actually lifts my vibration. So, right now, look at yourself and tell me what color are you wearing? If you're watching this live, put it in the chat box. I'd love to know what color top or scarf are you wearing right now? And see what impact does it have on you. How does it make you feel? Does it lift your mood? Does it dampen your mood? What colors do you have around you, in your surrounding, in your day-to-day living room, bedroom? What colors do you use? It has such a great impact on lemon jumper. I love it. Lemon is such a beautiful color. It is a happy color. It's a powerful color. Yellow is the color of our solar plexus, which is for action. So I absolutely love that you're wearing that, Heather. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And see, these are the examples where the colors that pop, that make you happy, that or that soothe you when you need something more calming. You know, the greens and the blues can be very calming or activating depending on the shade. You know, I love aqua. Aqua is more activating. Aqua blue is the color of the throat chakra for expressing who you are, what you need. So orange, aqua are very, very common colors in my daily life, and as of lately this has become an absolute go-to color for me. So check around. Check your field around you, your environment, the people, the places, the colors. Spend time in nature, ground yourself, walk outside right now, take off your shoes and stand on Mother Earth and really feel that energy. Walk in the sand barefoot if you live somewhere near a beach. Barefoot is very healing, it's very energizing, and leave me a message how you went with that. I'd really love to hear from you. I want this to be an interaction. I'd love to get a bit of feedback from you, how this is useful for you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click subscribe and switch on the notifications so you won't ever miss out on the next episode. I'm sending you so much love. This is Marie Alessi signing off. Bye for now.